carbon fiber monster. Oh, what's up guys? Evander here, back with another video. Today I bring you two carbon fiber accessories from TesStudio. Very excited to show you. This first one here is the center console display cover. This sits right here on the back and it snaps into place, swings around. We've got these little puzzle pieces that match up. So this is going to adhere a little bit to the back, but you don't necessarily need to use the adhesive. I'll show you in a minute. But this is going to protect not only the edges, but the back of my display. And it not only looks fantastic, it is 100% real, genuine carbon fiber. The sun would come out a little bit more. This stuff looks absolutely amazing, especially in the sunlight. You can really see that 3D texture underneath. After that, I'm going to be showing you these upper door panel carbon fiber covers. You may not have even noticed because they just blend right in. They look like they came with the truck, especially with the complementary matching lower door covers. But yeah, I've already popped these on. These have been on my truck for probably at least a couple weeks, testing them out. So far, no issues at all. They haven't come off, even though they are not adhered on either. So very impressed. So if you're interested in either of these, look in the description below. I've got links for you. And be sure to use my affiliate code, RedKnave20. It's going to save you at least 20%, usually much more, especially around the holidays. They bump that up 25, 26, sometimes even 28% off. So just be sure to use it. You'll get the most discount for absolutely no cost to yourself. Alrighty, enough talk. This should be a relatively quick video. Let's get into it. Cool, the sun finally decided it's gonna show up today. So as you can see, genuine carbon fiber, precision made this stuff. They usually make these in low quantities, so be sure to snag them while you can, because I think once they sell out of these, they're gone for good. They take a very long time to make. Oh, just absolutely perfectly made. Anyways, you'll see just how perfect they are because it is sized. They must have used a laser to just get the sizing and have the mold just fit perfectly. But as you can see, I still have the adhesive strips on there. I'm not going to peel that off. I'm just going to align it with this panel and push. And you can't hear it, but I can sure feel it. It's sort of just, boom, it just kind of like, oh, it just beautifully just pushes into place, gives that a nice tight hug, and it's on there. That's it. It takes seconds. Smooth, beautiful, easy install, no adhesive needed. If you feel like you need it, go ahead and peel that off and stick it on, but it doesn't need it. This, again, has been on my truck for over a month, I think. I'm really behind on doing this video, but it doesn't go anywhere. You can shut and slam the door. To get this thing off, you really gotta like, I can't do it one-handed. You really have to get in there and kind of unswivel it out of the position. So it's on there, it's good. You don't have to worry about using it. You don't have to worry about adhesive screwing up the material on the panel. It's perfect as is. So I'll show you the rear, basically the same process, just as easy. And then you just do the same thing on the opposite side. 10 out of 10, easy install, beautiful. I think this looks, anyways, let's go to the back. Here we are on the passenger seat. I figure I'm just gonna talk very less and let's just see how fast I can put this thing on. If you wanted to like be a wife, you have a wonderful husband, you want to sneak in and slap this on your husband's wonderful Cybertruck and surprise him for his birthday or Christmas, could you do it without him noticing? I think you could. So 1, 2, 3, here we go. Installed. I probably couldn't even start at the timer. Easy, it's on, it's good, we're done. Alrighty, if you are a loyal viewer of mine, you know I am dreading putting this one on, but not at the fault necessarily of this product. It is merely because I currently am using the Generation 2 swivel mount. And if you watched my review of that Gen 2 swivel mount, I have mentioned that it has changed the kind of structure of the back. And the carbon fiber cover here is intended for the original backing of your display. So if I try and just slap this on the easy way, it doesn't fit. The new Gen 2 swivel mount just takes up too much space, and this was not shaped with the Gen 2 swivel mount in mind. So I have two options. Option one is I switch it back to the original version 1 swivel screen, which I confirm does work with this carbon fiber cover. Option two, which I don't like, is to modify the carbon fiber cover to work with this new swivel screen. Either way, I don't want to do it because it's a lot of work, maybe half an hour to switch out the display swivel mount again, maybe less if I'm quick. But then it's a little destructive on this uh, lovely carbon fiber. I'm afraid of cracking it if I were to try and trim the excess that is in the way off. So option one is the safer route. It's just a shame. Well, after looking at it, yeah, I've got a bit of a gap here. The bottom just doesn't even want to swing into place. The new swivel mount is just too bigly shaped for this carbon fiber cover. So I have to decide, do I want to modify this little by little until it fits? Or do I put the version 1 swivel screen on, which again, if you saw my review, this version 1 goes all the way back. It swivels left and right a bit more than this Gen 2. At the cost of 2 or 3 inches of height, it would lower the screen if I went backwards to the version 1. So I have a decision to make, and I need to decide right now. I'll be right back with my decision. All right, I have made my decision, and I'm too chicken to try and modify this. I'm afraid if I try and cut it, it's just gonna splinter, crack, peel apart. I don't know. It's so hard. I feel if I took some scissors to it, it could just shatter like glass. So I'm not going to modify this. And I did like the original swivel screen, being able to tilt a little more left and right. So I'm gonna just quickly, as fast as I can, I'll try and time it, switch back to the version 1 swivel screen, and then we'll continue the install, which shouldn't take much time at all. See you in a bit. Okie doke. It's been about 25 minutes. It took me maybe 20 to swap it back to the Gen 1 swivel screen. So now I can actually hit and touch my dashboard here. Also carbon fiber. I believe you can also find this still at TesStudio. So we are almost done with all of our carbon fiber. I'm literally running out of places to put the stuff. So now that we have swapped back to the original, you can see I've cracked my second screen protector I put on here. I keep doing that whenever I take the screen off. I keep banging it with something. Luckily, that one's a small little shatter. You won't even notice it, hopefully, behind this. So for now, I'm going to try it without the adhesive. I've tried this before. Just going to like slip it onto the sides, slide it down, and yeah, much better fit. Goes on easy. Looks like you can still see that crack, but that's all right. Might need to put a new screen replacement on there again. As for the bottom, I'm going to do the same thing. Just kind of start at the bottom and then slip it up because it is, look at that, it's holding its own on there because it's so perfectly shaped. Pops into place. I'll get some footage of the back, but you know, those little puzzle pieces pretty much popping into place and matching up. So it seems like you can use this one without having to peel off the adhesive. But if it starts to like pop off on the sides or on the bottom, maybe peel off one or both sides and stick it on for good. But I don't think the top one's going anywhere. Gravity's helping that one stay on. It would be the bottom one I'd be concerned about. But as you saw, it's it's so well form fit. It's snapped and pinching itself into place. Unlike the silicone one, which I absolutely still love, but every now and then I look over and the bottom lip would just be sagging because gravity is just fighting against it, and it's so floppy. Still love this one, but I think the carbon fiber wins. Obviously, I put the damn display all the way back on just to review this product. But yeah, that looks fantastic to me. So you know what it looks like from the backside. That's what it looks like. Obviously, if you did not have a swivel screen, it would look something a little more flat like that. So you'd really only notice this from the outside of the truck if you were looking in from the windshield. But since I have my swivel screen, it's a lot more noticeable because you can get really good deep angles in there. But yeah, as you can see, it is designed and meant for that original mount. These little puzzle pieces match up. There you go. Alrighty guys, and that's how I turn a probably would have been a 2-minute video and a little bit longer. This would have took seconds to do the review for. Would have been maybe a YouTube short. But the display is super easy. I do not recommend this one though if you've got the version 2 swivel screen, because you just have to modify the carbon fiber, and I don't know how easy that would be. But if you have the original OEM Tesla, just perfectly flat, untouched, it's going to work great. Or if you have the version 1 swivel screen that can go a little bit more left and right, also obviously compatible. So keep that in mind. I think it looks fantastic, especially with the complementing dashboard that's in the same glossy carbon fiber. Some days I wonder, should I have went with the matte carbon fiber because that's the other choice. But I don't know. I feel like the glossy just kind of reflects, looks a little bit better. Some people don't like reflections. If you're into the carbon fiber, there you go. Now you've got another option for you. Well, two. But if you're interested, as always, link in the description below. Be sure to use RedKnave20. You know the drill. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care.